Hello guys, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Today I got a lore video for you guys on GTA Online, a game I never thought I would cover lore on, but this DLC actually has some really interesting lore. I will talk about the future of GTA Online, Mr. Faber's background, who he is exactly, what he's planning, why I think he's behind the attack on your mansion, and why Michael doesn't trust him. But before we start this video, I wanted to thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Ewin Gaming Chairs. I actually have the Ewin Champion chair here. This is made out of ergonomic material. It's the most comfortable gaming chair that I've sat in. I sit in this chair whenever I'm recording playthroughs, recording and making lore videos such as this one, or even just sitting in my computer in general. It is the ultimate gaming chair. And right now there is actually a Christmas sale going on Ewin's website. And if you use my link and my code TP, that's also at the bottom in the top pinned comment and in the description, you can actually get an extra 30% off during this holiday sale right now. Now, my code will work on anything on the website, so it'll work on the gaming chairs and gaming desks and any other accessories that they have on Ewin's website. Thank you again to Ewin for sponsoring this video. So, when we're discussing Mr. Faber, let's watch his first cutscene in the Money Fronts DLC that came out last June. Make sure to keep attention to how Martin describes him, and on top of that, how he reacts when Raph tries to discuss illegal activities near him.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Get in! Quickly!
Finally, we got to see
Good.
Martin in some...
Ready?
Haven't seen him in some time.
Alright, come on, driver, let's go. See. Okay, so this opportunity, it's big, my friend. This guy, his name is Faber. He's a banker, the banker. Every dollar in this fucking town, it goes through him. He's my guy. He's El Rubio's guy. Anybody who's in charge of anybody, their guy. And here he is now. He asked for you personally. I'm surprised it took so long. Now listen, just let me do the talking, okay? Your style of conversation, it's so, well, you know.
Ciao! I'm only here for 24 hours. If they're serious about this, they'll show me the property. How many buyers can they have in a state that pays 80% tax?
By the way, don't mention his fucking shoes. Okay. Knock, knock.
Ah, Martin.
Here he is. Hello, how are you, Mr. Faber?
I am well. Patricia, Miguel, they are?
Oh, fine.
Ah, I've heard your name from a number of my clients. You've made some of them a lot of money, directly and indirectly. To others, you're just, well, a blot on their accounts. Martin has told you about me? Well, fundamentally, I offer financial services. It's all very technical. Cheers.
Cheers.
Most financiers help their clients to minimize tax. I help mine pay just enough to keep the accountants away. Very important if you wish to enjoy all this.
Exactly.
A financial network such as mine requires a number of businesses who are willing to collaborate. I am offering you an opportunity to be such a partner. My people, your people, it will be mutually beneficial. Mr. DeAngelis here has compiled a portfolio of suitable possibilities, just small to begin with.
Yes, there are a couple we could start with.
I think perhaps the details can wait until I am out of earshot. Raf is one of my most trusted consultants. He will ensure that everything is running smoothly. And should anything stop running, well, I am certain you will tell me.
Notice how he's talking.
Oh, yeah.
He's talking not to implicate himself.
Gentlemen, come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
Great. All right, then. Thank you for your time, Mr. Faber.
Of course. Goodbye, Raf.
What kind of shoes are those? The hell? Agent 14?
You know, Ralph, you should meet my son, Miguel. He could show you around.
We already met. Bahamas 2 years ago.
Dale.
Yes, sir. So, businesses you want invested. These are legitimate enterprises, low profile, cash intensive. I found hands-on a car wash in Strawberry. You want to start there. Meanwhile, I'll run some background checks on a couple of others, potentially very lucrative if you decide to purchase them. Just run them, show them some love, you know? Just keep that cash flow moving. We need a steady, legit revenue stream. Then, I get a tap on the shoulder from Mr. Faber, we mix in some cash assets off the books, and...
Money laundering.
You say it how it is, Mr. Madrazo. I respect that. I do. Old school. Boom. Anyway, if you choose to go forward, I'll fix what needs to be fixed. You get what I'm saying? I'll take care of the books, you take care of the problems. Mr. Faber says he wants you to be the boss, so hey, you're the boss.
So let's talk about who is Mr. Faber exactly, and why is he so important to the story of GTA Online. Mr. Faber is a banker, but in reality, he's a money launderer that has stakes in several businesses around San Andreas, and even connections to Liberty City. Mr. Faber on paper is a banker. That's what his job looks like on paper. But that's what he legally does, or at least what he's meant to look like to the rest of the world. However, his true role is being the largest money launderer in San Andreas. I think a lot of players underestimate just how powerful he is. He is the most powerful criminal in all of San Andreas. Even though you only see him twice, the reason for this is because he controls every single major criminal's money. But he's not just a simple money launderer, he's a guy with extremely powerful connections. Just look at how scared Raph gets of Mr. Faber, and he says not to mention his name under any circumstances. This is the car wash here, I can tell the street already.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Hey, just one more thing, you know, between us girls. You mentioned my boss's name to anybody? We both end up like his last guy in LS. Dead, obviously. Think it over, huh?
To be young and scared. Good luck. Vámonos.
Yes, sir.
And after that raid at our house, we get the suspicious phone call from him.
Hello? Faber here. I heard there was something of a disturbance at your lovely home. I just wanted to assure you that that unfortunate incident had nothing whatsoever to do with me. I have nothing but the greatest respect for you and your work. I'm sure we're going to go on to do great things together. I'll be in touch soon. Yes.
He is a very intelligent man. He sent that hit squad to your house and is threatening you without directly saying it. But there is much more to him than just this. A lot of the GTA community is overlooking his entire story that was added last year with the Money Fronts DLC. People saw them just as generic contact missions for Mr. Faber that were added last year, but these play a much deeper meaning. Mr. Faber is the most powerful criminal in all of San Andreas. He controls El Rubio, Martin Madrazo, Gay Tony, Yusuf, Amir, the Duggans, and the Epsilon program's money. This is what he means when he says, "You have made some of my friends' money and others' problems."
Ah, I've heard your name from a number of my clients. You've made some of them a lot of money, directly and indirectly. To others, you're just, well, a blot on their accounts.
Let me show you proof of how he controls all these people. Each one of Mr. Faber's missions in June, earlier this year, is to show you his influence and power. Let's start with the first mission. In his first mission, you are retrieving alcohol that was stolen from Gay Tony. Raph says that Faber funded Gay Tony's nightclubs since the 1980s.
Alright, let's see. One of Mr. Faber's clients had some assets stolen. See their location on your GPS? Make your way over, I'll fill you in. You heard of Gay Tony? Yeah, well, Tony's one of Mr. Faber's oldest clients. Picture some 80s disco montage shit. The sweat, the drugs, the velour. That was them back in the day. They lived it, you know, and they've been on the up ever since. Which means a problem for Tony is a problem for Mr. Faber. And yeah, Tony's got a problem. Runner took off to one of Tony's investments, a bunch of six-figure whiskey. Now you and me, we gotta do Tony a solid and work out how to get him back before the losses reach Mr. Faber's books. First stop, the runner's house. We're gonna do a recon, find out where those bottles are. Did me say a recon sound cool? Felt cool. That's it. That's all Tony's bottles. All we gotta do is deliver the stuff back into Tony's hands.
And Raph says, you are retrieving the alcohol, not necessarily for Tony, not to help Tony, but because it will hurt Mr. Faber, and could lead back to him. It also shows you delivering to your nightclub, showing you that Faber knows about your nightclub and is funding your illegal operation. In the next mission, we see how Mr. Faber controls Yusuf Amir's money. Raph talks about his car being stolen. Also, make sure to pay attention to the guy who stole Yusuf's car and what he says before you kill him.
All right, look at this CCTV footage. See that? You're watching someone make the biggest mistake of his life. That car right there belongs to Yusuf Amir, a client of Mr. Faber's. And that son of a bitch stole it. Uh-huh. Find out the guy staying at the Diamond Casino. Head there and I'll clue you in. Maybe you've heard of the guy, but Yusuf, he likes to trade luxury cars. It's like, you know, a cute hobby for very, very rich people. And now and then he buys one with dirty money, sells it for clean cash. Seems like this guy was familiar with Yusuf's schemes and made a move, so for our sake, we gotta deal with him. Mr. Faber appreciates a proactive approach, and taking out a target like this is sure to get us some good credit, you know? And if we can get that car back in one piece, even better. Be ready.
How the fuck did you find me?
Yeah, fuck that guy. Now go find the car. Oh, but look for the keys first. You could force your way into the car, but it'll mean a cut to our pay. You got the keys? Nice.
Shows Mr. Faber's connections to a lot of people.
You know, in a good way. And a satisfied client means a satisfied Mr. Faber.
Yeah, so I guess it's based on where you have your business locations.
Just drop the car with him and he'll see it safely back to Yusuf.
He says, "How did you find me?" And that's the big question. Raph shows you security camera footage of the car being stolen, but Faber somehow knows where the guy was staying at the Diamond Casino. Most likely because of his connections to the Duggans, which I'll discuss next. It shows you how powerful he is, that if Faber wants to find you, he will. And at the end of the mission, you deliver to your salvage yard. The game is showing you that Faber once again knows where your businesses are, and his power. Now let's move on to the next mission. Raph talks about his connections to the Duggans.
See that on your map? An idiot lives there. I'll explain on the way.
An idiot lives there. Oh man.
Good morning. Is it morning? I've been up for days. Crunching numbers, crushing uppers. You know how it is. My body clock's winding backwards at this point. Anyway, you work for Faber's client, Duggan. Owns the Diamond Casino, and man, the amount of raids on the vault below that place. His books are in the red, I mean constantly. Another bunch of diamonds just went missing. Taken by some petty criminal, goes by Skinny. You're on the way to Skinny's place to find out where the fuck those diamonds are, because a loss like that is gonna hit Mr. Faber's account, and we can't let that happen. We need to keep assets like that in the system. More money in the pipeline, more money for us. Oh, but heads up, you're not the only one hunting Skinny. I heard the Triads have been looking him up, so watch yourself out there. What's going on? Did the Triads beat us to him? Shit, take them out.
Notice how Raph, in all of the instances, doesn't talk about helping the people involved, but the fact that it will hurt Mr. Faber. That's all this is about. Faber is not a helper towards everyone. He's a parasite, leeching off everyone. He could care less about his clients. All he cares about is his paycheck. And at the end of the mission, once you get back the Duggan's diamonds, it shows you delivering them to the casino. The Duggans, your enemies. It shows you that Mr. Faber has connections and control over them as well. And in the next mission, you are helping Martin Madrazo, who calls you. Raph also tells you how Mr. Faber and Martin made money together.
My friend, I asked for Faber's best, and here you are. These Armenian gangsters have been up my ass lately, so I need all the protection I can get. I expect only greatness from you, so do not fuck this up.
Okay, so you know Martin Madrazo and Mr. Faber go way back. They make each other a fat amount every year. But you know, it takes a little bit of forward thinking. They need to get some cash money to a politician overseas, just to help overlook some of Madrazo's business ventures, you understand? So they stash the bribe inside of a piece of art. Now Madrazo, he's asked if he'll provide some protection, just make sure it gets from his ranch to the next leg of his journey.
And this is how Mr. Faber makes his money. Mr. Faber doesn't make people money. What he does is he protects your current money. He's a money launderer, and GTA Online is the first time in a GTA game where we have seen a money launderer. It's a type of criminal. We have seen drug traffickers, arms dealers, bank robbers, loan sharks, but this is the first time that we see a money launderer. So what is a money launderer and what do they do? There are criminals out there that are just like Mr. Faber in real life. A money launderer is someone like the name suggests, a criminal who launders illegal or dirty money. When criminals make illegal money, however it may be, through extortion, corruption, drugs, gambling, prostitution, robbery, whatever it is that they're making it illegally, they can't just deposit in the bank directly or even spend it openly, because the government will ask them, where did you get all this money from? And it will open tons of investigations into them. They need to disguise their money and clean it to be actual spending money that they can deposit and safely spend. That's where money launderers come in. Criminals pay them to clean their illegal money. And most of the time, the criminals hiring these guys are not small time by any means. A good money launderer is very smart. They know the system well, they know the laws, loopholes, taxes, where to do bribes, and set up shell companies. A shell company is a company that exists on paper, but in reality it doesn't do anything, with little to no employees. It's a way to hide money and move money around. Money launderers can channel money through various accounts and know the tax code so well. They help these criminals set up their businesses to hide their money. They love businesses that operate on cash because they are the most easy to hide illegal money. For example, in car washes, which Raf under Mr. Faber orders you to help set up, they also like laundromats, parking businesses, restaurants. What the money launderer does is, for example, with the car wash, they will lie to the government on the amount of people washing their cars, greatly exceeding the actual amount, and use that to deposit some of that illegal money, be it from the drugs or other sources, saying it came from the car wash. They're basically lying about how much business it does. It then becomes taxable income. Most people are familiar with this in Breaking Bad, but this is a real thing that criminals use. Now, some front businesses, the public generally knows that they are fronts, but others are very well hidden. In my neighborhood where I grew up in New York, there was actually one business that everyone knew was a front. The reason people knew that it was a front because the mafia owned it. It was a small retail store of a pharmacy. They did actual business, and the employees were just regular workers there, but eventually the business got shut down. And at the front business, sometimes the employees are part of the criminal organization. Other times they're just regular civilians and have no idea it's even a front. A perfect example of this is Los Pollos Hermanos in Breaking Bad. The employees have no idea the restaurants are actually a front of a large meth operation smuggling using the trucks. Sometimes front businesses actively participate in the crimes, having a secret room or an area for their criminal activity, but other times they can just be regular businesses to hide the criminals' cash. A lot of times gangsters in that criminal organization will be employed by that front business for tax reasons, because they need a legitimate job on paper. Even gangsters do. For example, Mike in Breaking Bad is on paper a security consultant at Los Pollos Hermanos, but in reality, he's one of Gus's right-hand men. A criminal might be employed at these jobs, and they might collect a paycheck with doing no work at the business. For example, a guy might be employed at a car wash as a car washer on paper, but in reality, he's a hitman or a drug dealer for that organization. And this is what Mr. Faber does for his clients. He helps them clean and hide their money, and then they pay him for his services. So now let's take a look at how Mr. Faber does these things. Let's start with Gay Tony. While Gay Tony isn't the biggest criminal on this list, he has engaged in crime since at least the 1980s. Currently in Los Santos, his and your nightclub is a front for drugs, weapons, and other illegal cargo, but you have that in your basement. Mr. Faber is helping you and Tony hide that cash through the nightclub. He's disguising it as nightclub income. Next, we have Yusuf Amir. Now, Yusuf Amir is a billionaire and a real estate investor. However, he makes his money through two illegal ways. He bribes government officials to get building permits and contracts, and he steals luxury cars, which he either resells or he keeps. He needs someone like Faber who will disguise some of his illegal real estate deals and those car thefts under his legitimate business empire. Now we move on to the Duggans. The Duggans are a Texas mafia that took over the Diamond Casino and Resort. The Duggans, we don't know what illegal activities they are involved in, but they are involved in something because they were a powerful mafia from Texas before they came to Los Santos. Mr. Faber could very well have been the guy who helped them get their gaming license. That's the license to operate their casino legally. In their mission, you are retrieving diamonds, which leads me to believe they could be involved in a theft ring. Those diamonds could very well be illegal, which is why they keep them in their vaults in their casino. They could also be involved in some illegal gas drilling or theft, as there was that summer DLC a few years back that showed that. But regardless, Faber helps them hide it through their casino earnings. What Faber does also is he helps them lie about their casino losses. The reason for this is so they don't have to report all of their earnings. Casinos could lie and create fake losses to do write-offs on their taxes. And then we have to move on to Martin Madrazo. Martin is a cartel boss. His primary money comes from drugs. In his mission, he is sending some artwork overseas, but that artwork has a bribe hidden inside of it. The reason is that bribe is most likely going to another country where that politician will overlook his drug shipments coming into that country. Cartels, for example, smuggle drugs to Europe inside submarines and boats, and they can charge an insane amount of money for the drugs in Europe because of the shipping. Faber is also helping to smooth things over with that politician and sending you to protect the bribe. But Faber also hides Martin's drug money, most likely through his ranch. Martin does run a ranching business that exports products and crops. On paper, he would be a successful farmer and rancher, and not a cartel boss. And then we have El Rubio. El Rubio is our enemy and a vicious cartel boss. Mr. Faber helps him hide his money and turn it into legitimate money, just as he helps Martin. I don't know how he would help clean Rubio's money, as we don't know what Rubio's legitimate job is. However, Rubio does host massive parties on his island, so he might hide his money as some kind of vacation tourist resorts thing. But here's the thing. Rubio is your enemy, and so are the Duggans. And Rubio is also Martin's enemy. So why doesn't Martin just stop Faber if Faber is supplying Rubio and helping him out? It's because he's scared of him. The way that Martin interacts with him, you never see him being this kind to anyone in the story. It's because Martin fears him. And this is why Faber is so smart. Because he manages everyone's money, even people who are enemies. He manages their money, and because of that, he has no enemies. Martin is scared of Faber because of his connections, but also because he manages his money. Faber knows everything about Martin's illegal operation. If Martin did anything to piss him off, he could really mess with his money. Mr. Faber could steal his income, or even worse, he could screw him over to Rubio, or even the feds. He could basically get the feds to raid him just by releasing some anonymous info about his illegal cash, without any ties to Faber whatsoever, and Faber would cover his tracks and screw Martin over. And this is what makes Faber so dangerous and powerful. He controls everyone's money. He helps people keep the money they earn and makes money from them. But he's so dangerous because he has so much info on everyone, their weaknesses, their strengths, and because of this, he is able to help out two people who hate each other like Martin and Rubio. No one can touch him, and he feels invincible because of this. But wait, there's even more. Do you remember Agent 14 outside of Faber's jet? A lot of people were saying, why the hell was Agent 14 out of there? A lot of people actually got pissed that you didn't see a direct cutscene with Agent 14, you just saw him waiting outside Faber's jet. But if you notice him waiting outside Faber's jet, he's literally like a school child waiting for his teacher outside of his jet. That's what Agent 14 is reduced to right here. Agent 14 is an IAA agent, and the IAA, it's a parody off of the CIA in GTA, and we know that the IAA is extremely corrupt, and so they are engaging in illegal businesses, most likely the drug trade, which you had in San Andreas, an entire story with Mike Torino, in which he was an undercover CIA agent that was funding the CIA's illegal programs through drugs. So the IAA also has dirty money to launder, dirty money to hide, and Faber is helping them with that as well. So he even controls a government agency. So imagine that. Agent 14, a top IAA agent, is outside of Faber's jet like a school child waiting for their teacher. That's what he's reduced to right here. He's even probably scared of Mr. Faber as well. That's how powerful Faber is. You know, forget Rubio, even forget Avon. This guy is basically a whole nother level that even a government agency is terrified of him. And looking at Mr. Faber's next mission, it's helping the Epsilon program. You remember that cult that's run by Chris Famage that's a giant scam that Michael robs? The Epsilon program also launders their cash with Mr. Faber. They get a lot of their money through their scam donations and are most likely not reporting all of it on their taxes, and Faber is helping them with it. Additionally, remember in Michael's storyline that Michael steals very expensive cars and drives them to Chris Famage's house, so Chris Famage is also dealing in luxury cars that Michael steals for him. And Mr. Faber is the one that's also helping them clean a lot of this money. And in that mission for Mr. Faber, one of the runners that Raph has working for him is captured, and Raph panics that Faber is going to kill him for it. Raph is absolutely terrified of Faber, terrified of him. The runner was running the Epsilon's cash. This shows you that Faber doesn't tolerate any failure, and he has collective punishment. If you're associated with anyone who messes things up for him, he will kill you just for being associated with him. That's why Raph will probably be in danger after you went after Faber's no-way taxis. When it comes to talking to you, he's really positive. He generally likes you, but when he describes Faber, it's usually out of pure fear.
Hey, boss, I'm forwarding you a thing. It's a pic one of our guys sent. You know what that is? Think he's in trouble. Please tell me you know where the photo was taken, because I'm in some serious trouble. Alright.
I know where that is, yeah.
Long story short, my guy GJ just got the crap kicked out of him. I mean, a real life or death kind of ass slap, you know? He panicked and sent me that pic. If he's alive, I need you to find him. Get him to a hospital, make sure he didn't talk. If he compromised us or compromised Mr. Faber, I mean, you don't want to be my problem because I'll be fucking dead. I'm wigging the fuck out, boss. You gotta do me this favor, find GJ, and if he's bad in any way, give him one of the pick-me-ups I gave you. I know GJ's moving stuff around for Faber's client, Chris Fromage, who's due to make a drop of clean money today. So, if you want to clean this mess up, we need both the runner and the money to be safe.
And Raph is so scared of Faber that Faber even tracks his GPS. Raph even admits to this.
Just hit me up if you need help, but you got that big brain energy, boss. I know you got this. Plus, Mr. Faber's got access to all my shit. If I fuck around with GPS too much, you'll realize something's up. So if you solve this stuff on your own, you can have a cut of my pay.
Before you come at me, I didn't tell those guys about you, or Raph, or Epsilon's dodgy cash shit. I swear on my dead mom's life. I told them where the money was to stop them from killing me.
Yes, boss, yes. You ready? Epsilon sent someone to collect the cash. She'll be waiting at that location. You got it.
At the end of the mission, we can also see Marnie, who is one of the Epsilon cult's members. At the end, you're delivering the money to her, and this shows you, again, the connections that Faber has to all of these different criminals and organizations. And let's take a look at Faber's final mission. What does he have you do in it?
Alright, check out your GPS and head to one of those locations.
Go to a rival business, let's do it.
Alright, boss, as you know, we're killing it out here. Top tier cash cleaners, me and you. But you know what keeps me up at night? The fact others think they're killing it too. There's a new money laundering business making moves in Los Santos, and you know, that just doesn't sit right with me. I want to know who the big guy running their operation is, so we're gonna get all up in his people's faces, get them running scared to daddy, and force them to give us some, you know, face-to-face time. If I were you, I'd go old school on their asses, brawling out. Guns will attract cops, and we don't want that kind of attention today. Call me precious, but by scaring these guys off, we're future-proofing our pipeline. And a smoother pipe means better pay. You ever actually seen someone eating at a taco? I rest my case. Mark my words, we're up to some shit with this group.
Get out of here before I chop your head.
That's right, in his final mission, he has you get rid of another money launderer. Faber isn't just a money launderer, but a giant crime boss. He has giant connections, and while he never kills himself, he has others do it for him, and he will not tolerate any kind of competition.
The restaurants in Alta see these guys all the time trying to invest their dirty cash. It's a good place to look.
Listen to me, you little fuck you. You with that fucking DeAngelis prick? I don't know who he works for. I don't give a fuck, but no one messes with my shit. You want to do this? Huh? La Puerta Apartments, the construction site. I'll be there.
I played it cool with Mr. Faber on the phone this morning, but honestly, this whole thing's taking my serotonin. I did also take a bunch of pills of Madrazo's last night. Man, that Patricia's a wild card. But I'm like 90% sure this fucker and little soul is the problem. Alright, he's somewhere in that area. Hey, I got a joke for you. Listen, what do you call assassinating a crime boss with explosives? A blowjob. Boss, I got a bunch of snapmatic inspirational quotes based on how you handle things. Here's one. Wake up in the morning and shoot the day in the face. That's you, boss.
Mr. Faber is a very intelligent man. When you meet him, remember how he's careful not to implicate himself in any criminal dialogue.
It will be mutually beneficial. Mr. DeAngelis here has compiled a portfolio of suitable possibilities, just small to begin with.
Yes, there are a couple we could start with.
I think perhaps the details can wait until I am out of earshot. Raph, is one of my most trusted consultants. He will ensure that everything is running smoothly. And should anything stop running, well, I am certain you will tell me.
Raph also says again not to use Mr. Faber's name anywhere.
You mentioned my boss's name to anybody? Anybody? We both end up like his last guy in LS. Dead, obviously. Think it over, huh?
Faber is very careful not to implicate himself, but he's also feared because of his power in controlling the wealth of the criminals of San Andreas. And also, he physically has the power that he can send over to kill those he wants to get rid of. So he's not just a simple money launderer, he has massive physical power as well. But now let's move on to the latest DLC. When we first purchase a mansion, we can hear Faber in the bathroom and we can hear the toilet going off. It's disgusting. But why exactly is he inside your house? Why is he there?
He wasn't very nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you already had guests.
Ah, forgive the intrusion. I had a stake in the development of these places, just checking to see if everything is in order. Wonderful pool you have here. I'm so happy to see you doing so well for yourself. Mr. DeSanta, this is an unexpected pleasure, truly. I am Mr. Faber. Perhaps you have heard my name?
Yeah, I heard it. Banking, right?
Yes, indeed. Your last picture, that was a success. I have always admired your work.
Yeah, somehow I doubt that.
Oh, you are too modest. And I didn't know the two of you were associates.
No, just met.
Well, perhaps the three of us can work together. Now that would be a dream team, as they say. And you must be Mrs. DeSanta. Another pleasure. Now, do excuse me. I am in Los Santos to hear a Series C pitch. Driverless taxis. You've probably seen them around. Meantime, if you should need anything at all, my people are everywhere. Huh?
Well, you got his attention. You want my advice? Watch yourself with that guy. With assholes like that, it's all smiles and hand jobs. Till it ain't.
The reason Faber is inside your home is because he is telling you that he owns you. Think about it. You just purchased your home and he comes into your house without your permission and takes a shower, and then he appears undressed in front of you. And remember what he says before he leaves.
Meantime, if you should need anything at all, my people are everywhere. Huh?
My people are everywhere. It's a threat. That's what it is. He's threatening you without directly saying it. So why does Faber seem to have a problem with you? It's because you have become the largest crime boss in all of San Andreas. You own a cocaine, meth, counterfeit cash, weed, and document forgery business. You own a nightclub which produces more illegal goods, a bunker selling illegal guns, a hangar smuggling goods by air, an acid lab, a cargo business, a motorcycle clubhouse, an arcade, an agency, a bail bonds office, and more. And on top of that, you have robbed several of Faber's clients, such as Rubio and the Duggans. While Faber normally works with criminals who hate each other, you're something else. You are too big to ignore. And remember the taxis he talked about?
Now, do excuse me. I am in Los Santos to hear a Series C pitch. Driverless taxis. You've probably seen them around. Meantime, if you should need anything at all, my people are everywhere.
I think he's purposely baiting you with that comment. It's to see if you will mess with him. Your character knows that Faber is investing in No Way, an AI taxi company. Faber would have no reason to share that info with you. Remember how careful Faber is. Remember how he didn't want to implicate himself in anything. So why would he tell you that he's here on some taxi business? He would have no reason to share that with anyone. He's baiting you to see if you will mess with him. Avi Schwartzman says the FIB is using No Way, but it's not the FIB, it's Mr. Faber who's using it. He's using the AI taxis to spy around town, and those taxis are also recording people. He is then using this info to blackmail and get information on powerful people. If a powerful VIP rides in one of those taxis and uses his phone, they could record him. Faber has been watching you from the start. This is how he knew you were in contact with Avi. And do you remember that mission where you went undercover in No Way? No Way, despite being a new company, has a huge number of mercenaries that work for them. Where the hell did an AI taxi company get the funding for a private army? It's through Faber. It's his army. And you have wondered, how did they know you were undercover? Remember when you were undercover? Your cover gets blown randomly. So how did they know?
The protection. I'm dropping the location of the data center now. Keeping that site safe is your #1 priority. So take a break, kit up, and be ready to move out.
Oh crap.
Hello, sir? Yes, sir. What? We've been infiltrated? The new hire's a mole! Take him out! Stop them!
It's because Faber tried to have you killed here. He told them you were undercover. When that failed, he used the Avi AI voice to lure you into a trap. He has the resources to make that AI voice, which he manipulated Avi's voice with.
Hello, my best friend. It's me, Avi Schwartzman. I have something very important to discuss, but due to an undiagnosed paranoid personality disorder most likely inherited from my mother, I cannot talk over the phone. Please come and meet me. I have arranged a van with a GPS that will take you to my location. They stole my voice! They stole my fucking voice! Those no-way bastards! Listen, you're in danger. You hear me? Big danger. I don't know how they tracked you. It's impossible. But they're coming for you after what you did to them. They're outside your...
Faber's mercenaries are all over your house, and there's references to the mission Meltdown. In one scene, a grenade gets thrown, which is a reference to when Merryweather did the same when they came into Michael's home.
Grenade! Good shooting, sir.
Clear the building! No! I want leaves!
Clear the house of Merryweather. So this is the part that messes people up. People run down the stairs, and Merryweather throws a frag in the building when they come in. When you're down on the ground, it's also a reference to when Michael gets knocked down and Jimmy saved him.
Target incapacitated. Please advise.
Hold the air. Backup incoming.
I have the target. Please advise.
I said hold the... Oh,
excuse me, sir. I believe there's somebody at the door.
This is a nice neighborhood. Fucking assholes. Hey, come on, let's go. Get up.
This door has been locked for your security.
Got you, dick.
It's gonna be all right.
No, it's not. What was that? Someone there? I'm gonna start shooting. Fuck.
Yeah, you like that, don't you, huh? Take it off.
Get the fuck off me.
I thought I was on that guy.
So you sit on his face?
It's called teabagging. I really fucked him up.
That's making fun of Call of Duty.
All right, listen, I'm gonna make a call. It's all gonna be okay. Stay put.
So how did Michael know you were in trouble? He saw what happened with No Way on the news, and he figured that you might have something to do with that, and he came to help you.
The fuck do you think you are? It's a good thing I got down here when I did. Now, if we're ever gonna get out of here, we gotta fix your fucking smart home. Let me guess, this No Way shit all over the news, that was you, right? That who we're dealing with here? Nah, figures. I never liked those driverless pieces of shit.
Emergency.
Michael also hates Faber, so there's that plus. So why doesn't Michael trust Faber? Because he reminds him of Devin Weston. He's a very rich elitist who is constantly mocking others and getting involved in their affairs. Faber isn't as annoying as Devin, but Michael can see from a mile away that he's clear trouble. Now, at the end of the mission, Faber calls you, and he threatens you And from his call, it's obvious he sent the mercenaries over, but he doesn't directly say it. He's very careful with his wording.
Hello? Faber here. I heard there was something of a disturbance at your lovely home. I just wanted to assure you that that unfortunate incident had nothing whatsoever to do with me. I have nothing but the greatest respect for you and your work. I'm sure we're going to go on to do great things together. I'll be in touch soon. Yes.
So notice how he said it. He didn't directly implicate himself, but from the call, you obviously know that he sent the mercenaries over. That laugh at the end is highly suggesting that he wants to kill you. Faber also seems to get some kind of sick, sadistic pleasure for messing with you. But here's the thing. Faber is actually based on a popular villain from a crime show. He's based on VM Varga, who is the main villain of Season 3 in the TV show Fargo. Now, Fargo has heavily influenced GTA. There's the Fargo movie and the Fargo TV show. For example, Michael and Trevor are actually based on them. They are two gangsters in North Dakota in the original Fargo film, which is what North Yankton is in GTA. One of them is unstable, which is where the duo come in. But there's also a TV show called Fargo, which takes place in the same universe as the movie. Rockstar are massive fans of crime movies and TV shows, with references to The Goodfellas, The Godfather, The Sopranos, Fargo, and many more. But anyways, VM Varga, who Mr. Faber is based on, is a British money launderer. Now, I'm not sure exactly on Mr. Faber's nationality. To me, he personally sounds British. I know the GTA Wiki says that he has a German accent, but I'm not sure exactly. Some of my viewers told me it's a British accent, others told me that it was a German accent, and I had a few viewers that told me that he actually has a Swiss accent, which Switzerland also has some of the largest banks in the world, so it's entirely possible he's from Switzerland as well. But if anyone knows what kind of accent Mr. Faber has exactly, please let me know in the comments. But regardless, VM Varga is a British money launderer. He's a European, the same that Mr. Faber is. And in the show Fargo, he scares Stussy, who is running a parking lot company, and extorts them.
You never thought to ask why we might lend you $1 million with no collateral required. Now, we've taken the past year to study your business, properties, cash flow, so we can better disguise our activities. We already have access to your system, so we can monitor your activity. Make sure you're adjusting. And it goes without saying, you're not to mention this to anybody.
He uses these businesses that he extorts as fronts to hide illegal cash. He's also extremely disgusting. There are scenes where he messes with his teeth, and he eats like a slob, and then vomits in the bathroom. Rockstar has referenced this with Faber's unsanitary behavior. He wears toe shoes, which are disgusting, and the game zooms in on them twice in both cutscenes. And on top of that, there's also the first introduction you have of him in the Mansion DLC with the toilet going off.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you already had guests.
Ah, forgive the intrusion.
On top of that, he comes to talk to you while he's half naked. But remember how Mr. Faber is very careful on what he says not to implicate himself in any crimes? VM Varga is the same when he's dealing with the police in Fargo.
There's no trouble. I know how busy you are. So, what are we talking about here?
I didn't get your name.
True.
This is, Mr.
I'm an associate of Mr. Stussy's, is all you need to know for now.
Well, I know his name, I
thought this was about a traffic accident.
In a way.
Well, it either is or it isn't it?
Turns out the traffic accident I was in for previous is connected to a homicide. We think.
A homicide?
He's also extremely scary and intimidating.
The problem It's not that there is evil in the world. The problem is that there is good. Because otherwise, who would care?
Varga is always inside of a large truck that he uses as his headquarters, which is why he can't be found so easily. In GTA Online, this is replaced with his private plane. He's always on the move so that no one can find him. Both characters are European, both are money launderers, both characters use cash businesses to hide their money, both are sadistic, both are very careful to mention their names, both have their bases as movable vehicles, Varga a truck and Faber a plane. Both are also very disgusting. Both enjoy messing with their victims, and additionally, both VM Varga and Faber have a team of mercenaries that work for them.
You'll have to excuse me. Yeah.
Don't make me. I'll shoot. I am not food.
No, of course not.
I am fully confident that Faber is based on him because Rockstar are fans of the Fargo film, and probably would be of the TV show. I don't want to spoil what happens to Vargo, but in the show, it's so hard to defeat him because of his resources, and the characters can never prove anything. It's Fargo Season 3 if anyone wants to watch it. You don't need to watch Season 1 and 2 as every season is a different story, but one character from Season 1 does reappear. I highly suggest everyone watch it, especially if you like crime shows. But now let's talk about the final update, and what will happen with Faber exactly. Here's what I think will happen. Faber will be the final GTA Online antagonist. In the final DLC, which is this summer, I think they need a final villain to end the story. And when you think about it, Faber is the perfect final villain. Think about it. A character that directly messes with your money. A lot of other villains go after you, but a villain that can hurt your money is a perfect as a final villain for GTA Online, because there is so much emphasis on these businesses. There's so much effort in making money in the game. Here's what I think will happen. I think there will be a series of missions separate from free mode where your businesses will be getting shut down or raided. Kind of maybe like a heist storyline. It's going to be like a separate lobby, not necessarily in free mode. But Faber knows how you wash your dirty cash, so he will be hitting you there. The businesses will be getting raided by the police or Faber's mercenaries. He knows at least 3 of your businesses. For example, the car wash is linked directly to your counterfeit cash business and gives you a bonus for it. Smoke on the Water is linked to your weed business and gives you a bonus from it. And Higgins Heli Tours is linked to your hangar business, giving you a bonus. Also, Faber knows where your nightclub is, and he also knows where your salvage yard is. With Faber's people and contacts, it wouldn't be hard for him to figure out where your other businesses are as well. Your businesses are all going to get attacked badly, and you will have to save them. Think like the final mission in Watch Dogs, where Damien is hacking all of Chicago, and you have to drive around while you're being chased by cops, shutting down each tower. I think it will be something like that, and you'll have to shoot down Faber's plane at the end. I think that Faber is a very underrated villain, and I think he's a great villain. A corrupt banker that launders money for all of the elite in San Andreas. He controls their money, even your enemy's money, and everyone is scared of him. They're all terrified of him. I guess we will see what happens in the final GTA Online DLC. Some people are saying that he will appear in GTA 6, but I don't think so. He will be the final villain, and he will die in GTA Online. And what will happen after? I think your character will take his place. I think that's what they're setting it up for. You will be the next Faber. I think you will be the new Mr. Faber and the money overlord of San Andreas. As for Raph, he will continue managing your businesses. I think that he will be a target after Faber goes after you, because again, remember, he says if you mention Faber's name, we will both end up dead, just like his last guy. And we also seen that Faber does not tolerate any kind of failure, and Raph being associated with you means that he'll go after him. This means that because Raph was working with you, Faber is going to blame him. Most of you guys voted in my poll that Raph will screw you over, but I think he's a key part of the new money front's businesses. I think that he will take your side desperately when he realizes that Faber is after him. There will be some kind of final cutscene of all the other GTA Online characters like Yusuf, Amir, Martin Madrazo, Gay Tony, and more thanking you for killing Mr. Faber. I don't think your character is going to GTA 6. I think they will stay in San Andreas, and in GTA 6 we will make a brand new character. It makes no sense restarting again after building this giant criminal empire in GTA Online. And that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that Mr. Faber is the most underrated villain, and so far my favorite GTA Online antagonist. We might see him again in the drip feed, but I'm also really excited to see him in the final DLC this June. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day, guys.
Hello? Faber here. I heard there was something of a A disturbance at your lovely home? I just wanted to assure you that that unfortunate incident had nothing whatsoever to do with me. I have nothing but the greatest respect for you and your work. I'm sure we're going to go on to do great things together. I'll be in touch soon. Yes.